let's talk about 3 categories, put 2 back, talk about 1. I have picked them and I've opened them, but I haven't read them yet. How much control do you have over your life? Boring. What does your dream home look like? Would you lie to avoid being fired? Touch on that one briefly. I work for my son. No, I wouldn't. I got told off recently, actually. I got quite a bad telling off. I'm not going to say what I did, but I got told off. And there was no point lying about it because I was driving with my son that day. So, yeah, just came clean, told the truth. What's the point in lying? And I said to Mark, look, excuse me, I said, I'm not your mother. When we're working, I am not your mother. I'm an employee like anybody else. If I get told off, give me a warning, give me a written warning, fire me, do whatever you do to anybody else, don't treat me any differently. And if anything, he treats me harder than anybody else because I'm his mother and because he doesn't want to show favouritism. So yeah, I kind of get that. So let's go with this one. What does your dream home look like? I love old buildings. My dream home, I'd have to have a lot of money because old buildings take a lot of upkeep. So my dream home would be a farmhouse, not far out of town because I can't do rural living. That would bore me senseless. I like to be close to a pub. And okay, a short taxi ride away would do it, but if I've got to get a taxi that's going to cost me 50 quid each way, that's no good, is it? So yeah, a nice old farmhouse. Not in the middle of nowhere, but maybe a mile out, you know, where we might walk home on a nice evening. And it'd have all these tiny little pantries and cold stores and maybe a dairy barn outside that I could turn into an office, and just beautiful views out of the window. An old, early 19th century, late 18th century, even 17th century farmhouse. That would be my dream home. With the money to make it nice, renovate what needed to be renovated, and enough money in the pot to heat it in winter and keep it going, and wellies by the door. And somewhere, oh, wouldn't it be fabulous to have a place where I could just open the door and let the dog out to run, and he's not going to be near a road, he's not going to get into any trouble, and I can just, oh, I don't want to be a farmer's wife, oh, that's way too much work, getting up to milk cows at 4 o'clock in the morning, you can forget that, I just want the house. So open the door, let the dog, I mean, maybe have a couple of little piggy goats and some chickens and ducks. Do I want that at my time of life? Probably not. A couple more cats maybe. I'd fill it with reptiles, me. I'd have a big reptile enclosure outside for the summer and I'd fill it with reptiles. So yeah, that would be my dream home. What about you? What's your dream home? Do you like ancient, modern, or both? Mark loves modern architecture. When we go somewhere and you see all the chrome and the steel and the big glass frontages, he loves that. I hate it. Give me old Barrow. Barrow is such a beautiful old town, and we're losing gradually. Abbey Road, which is our main road through town, it still has some gorgeous old buildings, but a lot of them are coming into disrepair now. And we had a big fire a few years ago, which necessitated pulling down 3 buildings, I think, and they were the old buildings. We're losing our heritage. Barrow is beautiful. There's some gorgeous old buildings, and we're losing them to modern monstrosities. I mean, there's a great big gap on Abbey Road now that presumably will get planning permission eventually, and it will have some modern monstrosity built on it. What a blooming shame. And up until a few years ago, there's a park, like a grassland in the middle of the street, opposite one of the Olympic chippy. And when I was little, right up to probably 20 years ago, that was still rubble from when it was bombed in the war. And they've turned it into like a car park. It's a car park now with a bit of grass in the middle. But that's, am I thinking of the right place, or was it the Marsh Street one? It might have been Marsh Street further over. But when I was little, it was still rubble from when it was bombed, and they turned it into a bit of a park area. So yeah, my ideal home. Come and tell me about yours. I'd love to hear about it. Nice chat.